Hi there, welcome. My name's Linnell, so glad you're joining today. So last week I shot some exercise videos for the workplace, like stretches and strengthening exercises you can do in your work clothes. I thought I'd give you something that you could do at home, particularly focused for when you've spent a lot of time at the computer. So we'll get right to it. Go ahead and just stand nice and tall, abdominals tight, shoulder blades together and down. Great posture for any time, right? Let's go ahead and take a deep breath in and exhale. We're going to inhale to a flat back and exhale, fold forward, abdominals still engaged. Now, while you're down here, your knees are as bent as they need to be, and just let your head dangle a little bit. Let that head get heavy, drawn to the floor, maybe sway a bit to help release tension in that neck and upper back area. Now go ahead and bend those knees more if you need to. Take one foot back and then the other. You're in a tall plank, abs nice and stabilized. Inhale as you shift forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, use those low back muscles to come to your cobra. And on your next exhale, we'll take it to a downward dog. So your head is in between your arms. Your heels can be on the floor or not, and your knees can be straight for a greater stretch, or they can be bent. So a nice hamstring stretch here in the back of the legs. Go ahead, bend those knees as much as you need to, and just walk them to the hands. Once again, we'll come to a half up, elongating the spine. And on your next exhale, fold forward, deepen the stretch a little bit. And on your next inhale, we'll reverse swan dive back on down. So just getting a little blood flow going before we stretch more deeply. Inhale, exhale, swan dive on down. Inhale, it's our half up. Tug on the hamstrings, exhale, folds. Then let's take that right foot back and then the left. Abs are engaged. And inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, work that low back on your cobra. Exhale, down dog. Hips lifted toward the ceiling, feeling the stretch in your hamstrings. Now on your next inhale, lift that right leg up in space. And then on your next exhale, you're going to take that right foot in between the hands. Stabilize those abs, maybe look up, find your balance. We'll come up to a nice standing lunge here. If you want to, take it back a little bit more to a crescent. And then exhale, we're going to shift our weight forward all the way. Come to a nice standing position. Big inhale as you find awkward chair, making the legs a little stronger here. So you're gonna work the upper back now, taking those arms in a W position. We're flattening out the thoracic spine, making it work. Making those rear shoulders work. Again, reversing that computer posture that we have much of the day. And now take it to a T. Always breathing the whole time, always breathing. You don't have to exhale and inhale exactly when I say when. You just want to avoid holding your breath. And then to a L position. By now you should feel your upper back muscles maybe getting a little bit warm. Go as tight as you care to. And as we do these strengthening exercises, they're also going to get kind of tired, and then hopefully they'll be able to stretch a little more deeply because they're kind of worn out. And go ahead and stand. Nice stretch for those muscles now. Push your palms out as you drop the chin. So deep breaths. So you just release and feel that stretch in the upper back. Now I'm going to tilt my hands over to the right. Feel a gentle stretch in the lats there on that left side. And then just kind of figure 8 around over to get the right side. Filling the lungs and exhaling and just letting it release. Maybe do that a couple more times. Should feel good. Very nice. And up, nice and tall. Let's do the other side now. Take a deep breath in, extended mountain. Exhale, swan dive on down. Inhale, half up with a flat back. Exhale, lower. Inhale, take that Left leg back and then the right. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, take that cobra again, low back is working. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg up in space, holding for a moment. And on your next exhale, that left foot comes in between the hands, abs engaged, find your balance. So you come on up to a tall lunge and maybe crescent. Bring it back a little bit. Now we're gonna shift our weight forward and come to a standing position. Once again, let's inhale and find that awkward chair. Legs are working, abs are engaged. We're gonna do something different this time, a little twist. Hands come together, you're gonna twist to your right, gazing up towards the ceiling. And now you can anchor your arms behind the right leg if you want to, gazing up at the ceiling, or maybe you're floating, either way. The anchoring just goes a little bit deeper. Take a deep breath in, extended mountain, and then exhale, twisting the other way. Once again, floating or anchored behind the leg. So nice upper back, maybe some lower back stretching happening here. And inhale on up. Very good. We're gonna take it to the ground now. So inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, swan dive on down. Inhale, half up. Getting the blood flow going. Exhale, fold. One leg back and then the other. We find ourselves in tall plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower. So your abs are now engaged and your hands just come out to the sides. And we're just gonna lift the whole arm as a unit. You're working your rear shoulders, your rear delts, and your upper back. If you wanna make it a little more intense, you can lift those feet as well and maybe extend those arms out just a little bit. So again, reversing kind of a computer posture as we get a little more blood flow to that upper back and certainly strengthen it. Now your neck is just as long as you can make it. And we'll lift up. Here's the add-on if you wish. Arms come around, your feet are lifted, hands clasp, and lift up nice and tall for our locust pose. So your muscles along the spine are working. You're certainly breathing, and we're almost done. Go ahead, release. We'll find a very relaxing child's pose here. Sending those hips back. And just taking a couple relaxing breaths there. So we're kind of going back and forth between strengthening and stretching. And now let's find ourselves in a low plank. So you're on your forearms, you're pulling your belly button to the spine to engage those abs. Neck is long. You could have both knees on the ground, or a little more difficulty, one knee up, your knee up. Or most difficulty or most intensity would be both knees up. Oh, there's a lot of variations we could do here, but I'm gonna stay right here for now. Focus on breathing, and you should hear my voice shake a little bit as I said that. You wanna intensify this exercise by really pulling that belly button towards the spine. And this is a good thing to remember throughout the day too, to strengthen those abdominals, to think of pulling the belly button to the spine, almost like you're gonna take a punch to the gut, oddly enough, and it strengthens those deep muscles of the abdominals, the transverse abdominis. And let's go ahead and lower and get a good stretch there. Back to cobra, thinking of pressing your chest forward. We'll intensify that stretch if you need it, or come up more. Excellent. Let's find ourselves now in a tabletop position. I'm still engaged, and we're gonna do a stiff arm push-up. This isn't something you see every day, but it's wonderful for increasing the range of motion in that upper back. So my elbows are locked in, and the entire movement is coming from the shoulders. So just working your way down and up at whatever pace works for you. You'll probably, as you do more of these reps, feel yourself be able to go a little bit deeper, increasing that range of motion in the upper back. And now let's stretch that upper back where we so often hold tension. Take that right arm up, and then exhale as you thread the needle, taking that right arm through. The head rests on the mat, and you're gonna press gently in to that right shoulder to intensify the stretch right behind that right shoulder blade. If you need more, extend the left arm forward. And if you still need more, then tighten up those abs and you can extend that left foot in back of you. And again, the stretch is primarily for the upper back, right behind that right shoulder blade. And go ahead and lower. I'll meet you in tabletop and we'll get that other side. So big inhale, left arm up. Exhale as you thread the needle and hunker on down. Left shoulder pressing into the ground. If you want more, right arm reaching forward. And if you still want more, engage those abs even tighter and lift that right leg. Thread the needle here. Fantastic upper back stretch. Very good, and I'll meet you in tabletop again, please. And then just go ahead and have a seat. We'll end with some simple seated stretches. So you're nice and tall. Gonna bring in that right knee, pull it into the chest. Now, if this is enough to feel it here, feel free to stay there. If you want more, take that extended leg and pull it in as well. If you still want to add on with me, inhale, left arm up and over as you look away towards the back of the room for a gentle spinal twist. And a few deep breaths there, keeping in mind that left leg could be extended still, and that works as well. Either way, go ahead and untangle facing forward. This next pose is called cow face, and it's one of my favorites. I thought it was impossible the first time I did it, but I've grown to love it. You aim to stack your knees. They don't have to be perfectly stacked. Your tall posture, right arm down, left arm up. I'm mirror imaging you. And you aim to touch your fingertips with a super tall posture here. Now, once again, if your left leg is extended, you can still do that and get a stretch. If your hands don't touch each other, I'm sure you know you can still get a stretch without that. And that's the whole purpose, right? Not what it looks like. Go ahead and release. Now let's take that forward. Again, right arm down, left arm up. We're gonna go to eagle arms, wrapping those arms. If you're not able to wrap, no worries, just put those elbows together. Either way, inhale, take it up, and exhale, folding forward for a wonderful upper back stretch again. Take a couple relaxing breaths here. Again, on every exhale, just let your muscles melt a little deeper into the stretch. It's not an issue to force, it's an issue just to relax into. Okay, go ahead, open it up. Both legs in front, take a deep breath in. Flat back, folding forward. Feel a gentle tug in your hamstrings, and on your next exhale, abs still engaged, but just fold on over. So a classic low back and hamstring stretch. Maybe you want to let your head just melt forward so you get a little bit of a neck stretch in as well. And let's come on up. All right, we'll get that left side. So bringing that left leg, once again, tall posture, right leg extended, or bring it on in. If you want to add on, inhale, right arm over, and twist to the back. As you're holding that, I'll just remind you, if it doesn't work to bring the leg in, that's fine. And I'll meet you back in front. You aim to stack those knees once again. Left arm down, right arm up. Tall posture is most important. And then aiming to have those fingertips touch. So some nice deep breaths here. And let me just demonstrate. If you're not able to bring that leg in, maybe the stretch will look like this for you, or maybe it'll look like this. Either's fine. If you feel the tug and it doesn't hurt but feels kind of good, then you're doing it right. Go ahead and release whatever position your legs are in. Arms come in front, left arm down. We wrap or just put the elbows together. Inhale up, and exhale as you fold on forward. And just relaxing here. And these eagle arm position is something you can kind of do throughout the day too, if you just need a really nice, intense upper back stretch. We'll go ahead and open it up, untangle. So now your feet are on the ground, and very simply your arms are just resting on those knees. And just round the upper back and rest your forehead on those forearms. And if you're like me, you feel a gentle, wonderful upper back and neck stretch here. And then when you're ready, we're just gonna roll on down one vertebrae at a time. I'm gonna turn slightly so you can see me better. So just get comfortable, and we're gonna take your right ankle above that left knee and bringing those legs in. So it's an outer thigh stretch for that right leg. And then if you still want more, just relax your arms to the sides, and on your exhale, let your legs fall to your left for a nice outer thigh stretch. Now, when we were seated and got it all twisted up, if you weren't able to bend your knees and twist up quite as much, this stretch hopefully will get that done fully for you, and you'll get the full benefits. A lot of people like to do this stretch before they get out of bed in the morning too, especially if they have low back pain. And let's go ahead and bring those knees back to center. Both feet on the ground, and now the left ankle above that right knee. If you need more, lift the foot off the ground, grab behind that right hamstring, and again, outer thigh stretch. And at this time, I just want you to think of relaxing your head and your neck and your back against the ground. You shouldn't be all tightened up like that, but just fully relaxed. And then if you still want more, hands to the side, and as you exhale, your feet fall to your right. Again, I'm mirror imaging you. So your feet would fall away from where I'm at. Next, we're going on to some strengthening exercises for the tiny little muscles along the vertebrae. So we'll go ahead and bring those feet to the ground and just walk them on out and find a relaxing position just on your back. Maybe the toes fall to the side, palms are up. And you're going to press your neck into your head into the floor to make your neck muscles get stronger. Maybe you'll even start to shake a little bit. And go ahead and release. And now about 6 inches lower, so the neck, upper back, press those muscles into the ground below you. You should feel them tighten up. We're straightening out our posture and those muscles that keep us upright. And go ahead and release. And so now just above the belly button, bring that part of your spine towards the ground beneath you. Keep in mind you're breathing the whole time, please. And release. And now once again, you think of bringing the belly button to the spine and all the way to the floor so that you decrease that curvature in your low back. So you're making those muscles stronger. And once again, wearing those muscles out just a little bit so they'll relax more fully. And go ahead and release. And so now I just want you to take a moment to just let everything melt and relax. Part of flexibility is really being able to have your muscles relax into this stretch. So right now we're just practicing the relaxation part. Maybe close your eyes and imagine yourself perhaps floating on an air mattress in a beautiful pool, or maybe imagine your muscles just letting go. Maybe you'll even feel the muscles release that extra tension as you focus on fully relaxing here. So feel free to maintain that relaxed position. I just want to say again, appreciate you joining. Hopefully you feel more stretched out and relaxed, and God bless.